today that will drag me away. So, plenty of time to work on this. My mistake. That's better. Alright. I'll turn the music back up when I'm done talking. 1 second. Is that better? Alright. So, I'm going to work on this for a few hours today. There's, as far as I'm aware, nothing that's going to drag me away. So, no early ends. I gotta do some anatomy studies today, and some freelance. I also need to finish my my Halloween picture. So I got a lot on my plate today, but this is the main bread and butter. So I'm gonna be spending some time here. I haven't spent as much time on this as I should have. So I need to get the ball rolling here again. Just so you guys are aware, I do offer drawing commissions currently. You can find information about that on my X. I also have a Patreon. I'm gonna go ahead and leave the links for those in the chat. I'll start off with the Patreon. Let's go ahead and put that there. You know what? I'll actually put the link to my X on there. It has the link to my commission page as well. Alright, let me go ahead and we'll drop that. I don't actually have any, well, I don't have any animation commissions open right now. Animation takes a little while, as you can see. So I'm trying to figure out ways in which I can make, you know, more bite-sized and less labor-intensive things to offer you guys. So we'll burn that bridge once we cross it. All right, I'm gonna get to work. If you have any questions, just go ahead and ask them. And yeah, seg. Yeah, everything's good on the ride. When I had to borrow her car, and when I started driving it, her brakes were really worn down, so that's getting taken care of today. Raul, the Magna Carta is like, well, I mean, I guess I don't really know enough about the Magna Carta to really offer an in-depth opinion about it. I guess it's an important document. Alright, I'm going to turn the volume back up and get back to it. You know what? I actually have I have a question for the chat for whoever's listening. If you are listening, just go ahead and type your response in there. But I kind of decided to go a little loosey goosey with Logan's backstory and make him Australian. Um, and you know, some people like it, some people hate it. I guess I kind of want to know what you guys think, because my intention is to, you know, I guess I'm paying homage to Hugh Jackman, and you can easily alter the backstory to make it fit that background, in my opinion. But I don't know. What do you guys think? Is that like too much of a leap? Or would that be something that you'd be able to accept? I guess I don't really want to play around too much with the multiverse aspect of it, but I think I see what you're saying. Pretty much anything's possible with all that jazz, huh? You know, I never looked up where exactly a Wolverine is from. Is it seriously from Australia? Let me see that. I don't know if that's... Well, not quite, actually. Wolverines, looks like they're found in North... No, they're, let me see. I don't... Yeah, no, it's not... That's not Australian. It's Northern Canadian and Russian. So North Eurasia and North Canada. So honestly, I'd have as much, I'd have as much, justification in that sense, making them freaking Russian. But no, Wolverines are not from Australia. I thought it didn't sound quite right. They're actually weasels. They're part of the weasel family. At least that's what the internet says. Nah, that's okay. I'm not exactly an expert on Wolverines or most animals. But no, even the name Wolverine, I mean, that's just a nickname given to him later on in life. That could be what he's thinking of, yeah, the Tasmanian devil. If that's the case, that's an understandable mistake. Yeah, I don't know. I figured Wolverines weren't Australian. I didn't know about that. But that said, his name isn't Wolverine. His name's, you know, James Howlett. And there are lots of people named James in Australia. That's alright, Say. I've done that plenty of times. I don't know. I didn't change him to Australian on a whim. I kind of just thought about the fact that whenever I hear Hugh Jackman talk with his regular voice, like the dude's an Aussie, and it always kind of weirds me out. But I'm also like, what if that dude just talked like an Aussie when he was Wolverine? That'd be kind of neat. And so that's kind of why I decided to try going that route. But I don't know, like, I got some people being like, well, you know, Wolverine is Canadian. It's like, yeah, I know. I'm pretty aware that he's Canadian. Like, I didn't make him American, which a lot of people seem to think he is. I mean, I guess technically he's North American. Yeah, that's one that gets you. A lot of people think Wolverine is American. I don't know. I think what I'm doing is okay. That's the lovely thing about fiction. Yeah, I always get a kick out of that too. I just love the bromance those guys have. You know what? They come out of the woodwork to oppose that, then hey man, a little more publicity. I guess. I don't know. I kind of like the idea. And all think it's worth exploring. Yeah, you know, thing is, Wolverine even getting claws, like that whole thing, like the dude used to wear gloves, man. He's he's a mutant Wolverine who turned into a human. Well, I kind of like that. Little Rocket the Raccoon action. Don't worry, I'm not actually gonna go with that. He's not a biologically engineered weasel. That would be extremely funny though, if you ask me. What's going on, Johnny? Well, the good news is I'm actually sticking to Wolverine's actual height. The dude's gonna be like 5'2". I'm making him a little short king. Y'all remember that part in Deadpool and Wolverine when Wolverine like roasts the ever loving hell out of Deadpool when they're in the what was it, the Honda Odyssey? And at the end of it, he's like, you can't save the world. You can't even save a relationship with a goddamn stripper. And then, all that jazz. What I kind of wish that Deadpool had said, like, when Wolverine's like, "What? You got nothing to say, mouth?" I kind of wish that that Wade had been like, "How's Jean Grey doing?" I think that might have set Wolverine off. Just something to be like, bro, you're accusing me of not being able to save, like, you're the worst Wolverine of all of them, right? Who the hell are you to talk to me like that? What's going on, Jarvis? Oh man, I loved that scene. That was great. Yeah, if that dude had been like, "How's Jean Grey?" That would have like, I don't think Wade would have made it out of that Odyssey. Yeah, maybe he would have. Probably would have. But it's one of God's best jokes that you can't die. Except that's on all of us. God, I love that part. Oh man, yeah, like that dude was actually making me feel a little bad. Like, you know, you generally don't feel too bad for Wade, but it's like, bro, like, cut the guy a break, man. You've already killed him. Like, you've already verbally decimated the guy. You've already like humiliated him. Like, now you're just hammering it home, bro. I have never met a more attention-starved, half-wit moron. I have never met. Well, what the hell did he say? He's like, I have never met a more attention-starved, gibbering little prick in my entire life, and that says a lot because I've been alive for more than 200 fucking years. God damn. It's like... Jesus Christ, get the guy a break. Oh, shoot. Thank you, Coco. Like, dude, that entire monologue was just, like, I don't know. Fucking absolute decimate. Cold-blooded. You know what? I gotta actually show you guys a comic that I'm actually making, because there's one part of Deadpool and Wolverine that's always kind of made me cock my head a little bit. You know what? Give me like 1 minute to pull it up. I think you guys like this. Give me 1 sec. Yeah, a comic. I had this idea for a comic, not like an actual like comic book, but more like a like a 5-panel whatever. But I was talking to my brother about it, and we both were really laughing like at the idea. Yeah, they do. Where they with his yeah, where he's at his stupid where he's in his little cabin and he shoots him. I wouldn't talk about old man Logan while we're in the middle of a She-Hulk animation thing, because they really did the entire Hulk thing dirty in that comic. My God. All right, where are we? Let's see. Okay, so it's kind of crude at the moment, but I'm gonna it's gonna be pretty easy to actually finish. But y'all ever fucking realize that Laura is there next to the dude who dug up her dad's grave? All right, so it's hard to really make it out, right? But here I'll run through it with you. There's like Deadpool in the first panel talking about. So then I said, it looks like we're getting that team up after all. And then there's Laura next to him, just kind of like smiling. There's like Logan with his with the dog pool, and Laura's like, hey, pinche huevón. Wait, where did you say this grave was? And he's like, And then the final panel is her just over at, at original Logan's, like, dug up grave with his bones all over the place. And she's like, I was talking to my brother about that, and we're like, wait, what if Laura put together that Wade totally defiled her father's grave? I don't think she'll take that very well. Oh, Jesus Christ. I gotta finish. I gotta actually fucking draw this. I apologize for my language. I gotta finish drawing this damn thing out. But I think I'm gonna have her say, whose grave did you say that was, instead of where did you say the grave was? Because I mean, I feel like if she knows whose grave it is, she'll know where it is. So, all right, let me go ahead and get back to the standard operating procedure here. I don't know. I didn't see it. Wolverine sprite? Yeah, hey, Cart Kid. Knock off the spamming, hombre. Thank you, Jarvis. But yeah, that's been one part of Deadpool and Wolverine that I've been kind of wondering about. Like, what if Laura finds out what Wade did? I gotta take a look at some of those because I've been meaning to make some, like, Marvel versus Capcom-esque animations for like characters and stuff. Like fighting poses and whatever. And I feel like this character in particular, we can get some really good ones. But I am familiar with the concept. I just haven't seen like these specific ones you're talking about. One sec, I'm pulling up some reference really quick so I can draw this better. By the way, I can't recommend Vern Hogarth books enough if you're interested in learning like anatomy. Let's see. I'll give him a look-see because I'm still compiling reference for drawing my version of Wolverine. So I'm absolutely game to see what other folks are doing. Alright, so still got the whatchamacallem. Sprite animations are actually pretty dope, man. Let's see. So I gotta get the little gap right between neck and the deltoid. So I need to be careful that I don't start unintentionally flattening this out. So let me see. Actually, go back to this. So this is gonna have to come down. Man, I miss those OG Pokemon games. My personal favorite was Pokemon Silver. Marvel Rivals. Oh, I'm sorry. You asked that already. I forgot to answer. Marvel Rivals, is that like a new game coming out? I'm not. If that's a game, I'm not too familiar with that. I don't play a lot of video games lately. I really should though. So to answer your question, I guess I have no idea. Oh, Marvel Overwatch? Yep. I guess I don't know. Absolutely. I love looking at other people's work. Damn. Well, I'm kind of screwing this up here. Let's see. What's going on, lasagna? We've had a lot of healthy discussions this morning about several interesting things. Marvel Rivals, Deadpool, Australian Wolverine. Oh, hi Crunch Time. Yeah, I'm glad you found us. Let me pull up one of my Morpho books, actually. I don't particularly. Let's see. Let's see. Guidelines. It's up a little. Once I get all these things drawn in, I'm gonna have to go back and just articulate them a little tighter. But overall, we're getting there. We're getting there just fine. Alright, so let's see. I've got where the sternocleidomastoid comes down. I'm not gonna represent them fully, just I'm gonna try to suggest them. Let's see. So we've got a little bit of Adam's apple there. It's not really mine either. I'm always practicing. Every cartoon that I've done with this character has improved my anatomy a little bit. But it's still something it's still something I struggle with very much. So, Lasagna, what kind of stuff do you do? Are you saying that you make videos and stuff? The Hulk the Hulk versus movie? Well, I gotta see which one second.
It's okay. It's okay.
So sick. Alright. Yeah. Oh, I think I know what you're talking about now. Yeah. I've seen it. I think I saw one of like Hulk versus Superman. Yeah, those are pretty dope. So let's go ahead and get this shown around here. So I've got a little model in my hand right now. So I'm trying to figure out what would I draw her mouth like, making the noise. So I'm gonna be a little loose. I'll be a little loose with this. Let's see. Let me get a smaller. So, I mean, first off, oh, you met that guy? Oh, that's pretty freaking cool. He's done a lot more than that, hasn't he? I'm pretty sure that dude voices monsters in like so many different things. So her eye would be up here. other eye would be right around here. You ever met Jennifer Hale? Always wanted to meet her. Let's see. Yeah, she's in like so much stuff that I've watched. Like, I mean, I'm sure that you watched too growing up. I think the first time I ever like, well, the first thing that she was ever in that I knew about was like Metal Gear Solid. Yeah, Jennifer Hale's in all kinds of stuff, man. She's pretty reputable. She's in basically like every like cartoon. I don't know if she's as big as what was that other damn. What's the name of that actress who's like she's the voice of Raven from Teen Titans. She's also like Bubbles from Powerpuff Girls. The hell is her name? I feel like I'm gonna feel real Tara Strong. That's her. Have you met Tara Strong? I'm gonna be pissed off if you have. I always wanted to meet her. Oh, it's awesome. Alright, let's do that. So I'm gonna have her doing that. Hold on, which way do I have it going? Right here. So it's only an animation, so I still have to do my best to. Let's see. So right now, I kind of have my fit. I have a little mirror right next to me that I can kind of look at, and Jennifer Hale's definitely up there. But Tara Strong is in like so much stuff, dude. That's okay. Let's see. Alright. It's okay, it's a little stylized. So let's see. Alright. We got a little bit of this section going on here. Alright. Alright. So eyes. So let me I think my favorite. Who is my favorite voice actor? Oh shoot, that's pretty dope, man. Just randomly. You sure she wasn't stalking him? That's pretty cool. So we're gonna have face looks flat. Just get that in there. He voiced some dude named like Rock Lee. Is that actually how it went? That's pretty great. Yeah, I don't really. Weird Al's one of those dudes you just don't really like associate with voice acting. I didn't know he was in all that though. That's pretty cool. I like Weird Al. Ugh. Something's not right. By the way, I'll be right back. I have to go do something. Be right back. You know, the original things that I the original things that I heard Weird Al in were like those parody songs from like, you know, the early 2000s. I think my favorite one was Amish Paradise. I really like that one. I actually heard that before I heard Gangster's Paradise. Hitching up the buggy, churning lots of butter. Raise the barn on Monday, soon I'll raise another. Think you're very righteous, think you're pure at heart. Well, I know I'm a million times as humble as thou art. Been spending most of my life living in Amish paradise. Jesus Christ, that dude was on some stuff. So don't be vain and don't be whiny, or else, my brother, I might have to get medieval in your hand. Jesus Christ. I'll tell you what, like the early 2000s, I don't want to start sounding like an old man, but the early 2000s had some like um, really good cultural developments in terms of, music and media and movies and whatever. I think some of my favorite comedy movies came out in the early 2000s, like 40-Year-Old Virgin. That's a pretty good one. Well, I'm actually trying to keep her breast tissue more in line with her pec muscles. Because I don't want to give them too much sway this time. I think I mentioned it in my last stream, but like too many people have been focusing on that part, and I'm kind of tired of hearing about it. I talked to someone on Reddit when I posted my last one, because he was a pretty vocal critic of that, and so I talked to him about it, and I'm like, well, I'm not trying to I'm not trying to make this too overtly sexual, but at the same time, that's kind of how those things work. And he's like, yeah, but at the same time, like, it's one of those things where, it lingers a little too long, maybe like a fraction of a second longer than maybe it should, to where it's not really subtle. And two, there's different places where that might be appropriate. Something like this, it might not be necessary. He's kind of one of those OG fans too, and he wasn't like overly critical of like what I did. He thought the things that I made were pretty decent. It's just they're not the way he would have done them. And the more I listen to him talk about it, it's like, you know what, that actually kind of makes a lot of sense. So the thing I'm gonna do is not do that. Well, I'm not gonna worry about that this time. I'm not even really worrying about getting the lines very clean either. I mostly just want to make the animation good. That's all. In the end, that's my job. Animation. Okay. Yeah, her arm is too long. Nah, I ain't doing it. Just not this time. What's going on, Israel? Welcome to the stream. things are gonna start getting a little tricky. Yeah, well, that's my problem. I think I didn't give that enough attention last time. That's also one of those things where I think no matter how well you seem, you merge them together, people are still just gonna notice it. It's really hard to make it to where folks don't notice. But I did see this one animation. I forget what the anime is called, but it was on Twitter, and it was just like this this cartoon of this girl who, like, you know, was in bed, like this robot who was clearly friendly but didn't want, like, you know, nothing violent. She like freaked the hell out about it, and so she like grabs I forget what the hell she grabs on the side of the bed and like beats the hell out of him with it. But like the more I looked at it, the more I realized they worked in those breast physics pretty damn good, because I hardly noticed them, but my brain noticed them but didn't notice anything odd. So in case you kind of weren't aware, I am taking a lot more time to develop my drawings this time. Excuse me. I am taking a lot more time to develop these drawings. They may not be exactly accurate to, like, you know, everything, but they'll be good enough to where when you look at them, it's like you'll believe it. And Jegson, to answer that question, it's the one I just described, and unfortunately I don't know the name of the anime, so I won't be able to point you to it. But yeah, I gotta be a lot more careful with this cartoon because I am trying to make this somewhat high quality. Let's see. So over here, be her serratus. So these are just like placeholder little hash marks to help me know where they go. Alright, cool. Ah, Jesus. I haven't drawn in her pupils yet, but I'll do that in a little bit. Jesus. Thanks. It's my job to draw for a living, but Jesus, I hate drawing sometimes. Oh shoot, I almost forgot. Let me, I didn't draw in her goddamn, phone. Whoops. Let's see. I'm gonna have to do that, like this. So I'm gonna line it up with her deltoid and draw it down like that. I'm just gonna draw the outline of it to get it going. So once again, lining up with the deltoid and lining with the bottom of the strap. that was actually not correct. Yeah, if I could do that cartoon over again, I don't know if I would keep that shot. It might have been a little too much. But yeah, in the end, it wasn't like, you know, undergarments or nothing. It was more of a costume. So I wasn't trying to be like faking out or nothing. Okay, that is really screwed up. Yeah. So. Yeah, I'm not trying to talk to myself or nothing. It's just sometimes no, I do. All right, see you, Lasagna. Thanks for being active in the chat. I'm sorry I didn't respond to everything that you said. I'm trying to like kind of glance back and forth, and I might miss some things once in a while. If you don't talk to yourself, you're crazy. Love it. That ain't the truth, though. Alright, I don't like how much that sticks out. I don't want to drag that way. So actually, that should come pretty far down. So, that down with it. Yeah, I'm taking more time to develop this out of necessity. Usually that's what really elevates a lot of different animations from you know, from others, is how much care they give the key drawings. So you guys ever seen Sword Art Online Abridged? What's going on, Sam? But you guys remember that part in Sword Art Abridged when it was like the first episode when, like, you know, they beat that one first boss when Asuna and Kirito first worked together, and there was that one dude. Oh right, so they beat the boss, and I forget what. You know, the funny thing is, the black character that they have in that show, I don't remember the actual character's name from the real, like, anime, but like they named him Tiffany in the abridged version, and that's just kind of what I call the guy now. So Tiffany's okay. Has anyone actually watched Sword Art Abridged? I don't want to be talking about something that no one else has seen. Well, anyway. Sam, what have you been working on? A lot of different things, actually. I'm working on not only this, but I have a freelance gig that I'm doing on the side as well. I also have a bunch of commissions that I'm doing, paid commissions for like drawings and stuff. Help keep the lights on, you know. So I think I'm gonna move on to my next key. So once I'm done with the keys, I'm gonna go back to every single one and just kind of develop them a little bit more to make sure everything lines up, that there are no obvious proportion mistakes. So this cartoon might take a little longer than I hoped it would, but my my desire is for it to you know, to be a well produced one. Jegson, no, it is not. This is a fan animation. I in no way associate with Marvel or Marvel Studios. Sam, it's this actress named well, her online name is is Sexy. That's what she calls herself. But I found her doing a bunch of those online comic readings for like, you know, web comics and stuff, and she's pretty good. And I shopped around, but she was definitely up there when it comes to you know, how much like the character and the design and her enthusiasm and how good of a fit she was in general. Hey, Mr. Cholesterol. Welcome back to the stream. Has seriously nobody here seen Sword Art Abridged? God dang, I love that. Almost, I love it more than I almost love the show, Sword Art Online. All right, let me I'm doing all of her clothes in one pass, so I'm not gonna leave her gloves out. I gotta draw them in. So I'm actually gonna do a different color for them just to kind of make sure they work and not interfere with the drawing. Let's see. So let me pull up my let me get my reference. I actually don't have any reference pulled up of her with her gloves. One second. Marvel Snap. No, I don't see a lot of those new Marvel projects that come out, to my detriment, so I definitely got to give that a look. It's funny, I don't consume a whole lot when it comes to animation lately. Alright, there we go. There's her gloves. So actually her sleeve, yeah, no, her arm is still too long. I gotta fix that. Her arm is way too long. Alright, let's see. Here. Let's get this all squared. One sec, guys. I was taking a look at her stuff, and it's just like something about it wasn't working. It's because her arm was too long, sucker. Let's see. Oh shoot, wrong color. So. Oh my god, you guys can see it too, so I'm not crazy. Isn't that great, Jesus? That's right, Jeffrey. Come here. pretty cool. I'll have to give them a look. Crash landing animation. That's not... Sword Art's pretty damn good. I thought it was... I mean, it's a little cheesy, but it's actually not bad. It gets a little wacko as it moves on. As it gets a little, like, you know, up there in seasons, but I like it. Like I said, the abridged version that came out was actually really funny. And in some ways improved upon the original source material. Hello, Matthias. Welcome to the stream. Nah, it's not more wacko than JoJo. When I say wacko, I mean like the story gets a little convoluted. See, that's one reason why I like one season anime. There's not really a lot of time to get lost in your own fiction. Yeah, some of my favorite anime are actually only one season long. Yeah, my favorite anime is Black Lagoon. That only has like 2 seasons, which is a damn shame because there's just so much material. But what do I know? I'm just a doctor. Alright. Get the alcohol. Yeah, sorry if it seems like I'm moving along a lot slower. It's because I am. I'm trying to get more attention to each individual key. Alright, I've been drawing for like an hour and a half straight. Let me take a quick break. I will be right back in about 10 minutes, guys. I'm going to move on to the next drawing, which is this one right here, where Jen's gonna be looking down at us. And the one after that is actually quite similar, only minute movements. So the next 2 drawings are actually quite the same. So let me go ahead and put that actually to a stop there. I kind of like where this one's going, man. I think we're gonna be on to some good stuff here. I want everyone to know, like, I know this one seems a little slow right now. This entire animation, like, it's only a walk cycle. I chose this one because I don't have too many walk cycles in my portfolio, and so I wanted to show, like, potential employers that I know how to do walks, and I can do them in perspective. But the next ones I'm going to be doing are a lot more faster paced, because especially I'm introducing Logan, and so I want to have these guys fight a little bit. So we're going to be getting into some faster stuff going forward, so don't worry. And also, don't worry, I'm not going to have Jen be, like, super overpowered, like, in the show. Like, she'll be able to put up a fight, obviously, because of the sheer, like, size difference. But, like, Logan is, like, 200 years old. The dude's been in, like, multiple wars. The guy is a combat vet in every sense of the word. he's gonna wind up kicking her ass, like, very badly. It'll almost be like, holy shit, dude, someone call the cops level bad. So, but don't worry, it's gonna be somewhat justified because she'll start getting a little bit cocky and he'll be like, all right, I can't let this slide. So, a little bit of a humbling experience. All right, I'll be right back. All right, I'm back. Yeah, sorry about that. I was working for about an hour and a half. I just needed to take a little bit of time. All right, things are kind of slow here, so I'm gonna turn the mic off and just have the music playing. If you guys have any questions, I'll be looking at the chat.